What are you doing?
What am I doing? Restacking all of the crates in the cellar. I mean, as displacement activities go, she could have picked something that didn't involve me.
Oh! Marlon! The barrel's just burst on me. Do you know what? I knew they were dodgy, that cheapskate brewery.
Hey.
Hey. Ryan's still in his cell before you ask, and that's Bales pulling strings with his copper mates. He's never getting out.
Well, he will. The police can't keep him forever. He's only been in Dingle for 5 minutes. He's already in trouble with the police.
Is that supposed to be funny? Anyway, you two are way too early.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to be able to come to court. Sarah's got these blood tests and she had a student nurse last time stabbing away at her. It's really put her off.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, I knew you'd be fine with it. Toughest woman I know.
Yeah, fine, babe. You do your thing. I'm going to ring the sales rep right now.
Charity, that can wait.
Hello? This is a pub. Pubs need beer. Simple concept. Out of date. Oh! Out of date.
Right, we need to be heading off. Oh, I could have stayed at home playing with Johnny's birthday presents.
Oh, babe, please don't let me deprive you.
The court said we should aim for 9:30.
Well, I'm going nowhere until I've heard about Ryan.
Well, we don't know when that will be.
So all the shouting.
Oh, hey, Paddy, are you back?
Yeah, I know. Chaz is trying to have a lie-in. She was up half the night with pregnancy deadly. I told her you'd understand if she gave court a miss.
Yeah, of course.
There you go. I told her you'd be fine. Toughest woman I know. And who needs the whole Dingle circus anyway?
Not me, Paddy, not me. I mean, let's face it, Faith's babysitting anyway. Lisa's on some random road trip. And I don't even rate a text from Noah, so you tell Chaz it's just fine.
Look, I know you're petrified, but that's really not going to help.
Well, I've got a really dry mouth, so...
Charity, you need a clear focus.
Why? I mean, let's face it, Bales has got this sewn up, hasn't he? He's got Ryan held hostage on some stupid trumped-up charge and he's bound to have the judge in his pocket.
No!
Oh, come on! I'm just some gobby ex-crim who had her first kid at 13.
They're not allowed to mention that. Sexual history, not relevant.
Babe, I don't stand a chance.
Cheers. Charity's stressing about getting a dry mouth in court.
What, she said she got to stand there and face that guy?
Yep. Well, she could have done it on video, but she wanted it this way. I think she's regretting it now.
Respect.
Noah, don't try and duck out on me, mister. You've got time to buy sweets.
I can't stop. I've got to pick something up from town for Joe.
Joe isn't the reason you're allowed off school. Look, next bus doesn't leave for about 10 minutes, so you can pop in on your mum and say you're thinking about her. I know this whole trial is grim and you don't want to go anywhere near it, but guess what? Neither does she.
She doesn't even want me around. I just stress her out more.
No, that's what you're telling yourself. When has she ever said that? You're her son, Noah. She needs you.
We are really late. That's because you made me wait for Noah.
But I thought it was going to show. I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Charity Dingle.
The judge isn't in yet, so we've got a few minutes.
Hey, look.
Where's Uncle Zach?
Oh, he's had to stay with Belle. I'm his stand-in. Had to do a shift at the farm this morning, didn't I? Oh, shall we go and find a good spot?
Aye. It'll be all right, kid.
Oh, you made it then. Lachlan didn't do you any lasting damage.
No, as good as it ever were.
Where's Charity?
Side room.
She's a witness, she's not allowed in.
All rise.
I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Can you confirm your name for me, please?
Charity Dingle.
And your address?
The Woolpack, Main Street, Emmerdale.
When did you first meet Mark Bales?
I was on the streets working.
Can you explain what you mean?
I was soliciting. My dad threw me out, so I had nowhere to live, no way of feeding myself. I've been doing that for a couple of months when this new copper showed up. Thought he was nice. Used to give me fags. Sit in his squad car and smoke, get warm. Once when it was lashing down, he took me for a burger. And he wasn't even embarrassed. I liked him for that. So I used to look forward to his shifts. I'd be dead blatant and cocky, so he'd have to arrest me. It became a sort of game. He made me feel special.
And how did your relationship develop?
He picked me up one night after work. We went for a drive. I said it was like a date, messing around. He just smiled, he didn't correct me. We talked for hours. He said he couldn't bear the thought of me on the streets. He was worried that something would happen. He wanted to keep me safe. So if I was up for it, he had this flat that I could stay in.
When did Mr. Bales first initiate sexual contact?
It was in the flat. The first night. I was excited about him coming off his shift. I was trying to make everything nice. There was hardly any furniture, but to me, it's like a proper home. He arrived back. There's no food, just vodka. He was rushed. Not kind. When I just about finished off the bottle, he pushed me down onto the mattress and...
What did he do, Miss Dingle?
He raped me. He treated me like he was a punter and I was just a body. I asked him to stop, but he just laughed. And I was so disappointed. Because I thought he really cared. I thought he was one of the good guys, and he wasn't.
Did you have any medical care after leaving the hospital?
No. I just went back to a squat I'd found. Lay under some blankets. It was about a month after that. It was the hunger more than anything. And I'd heard that he'd been moved to a new patch. So I just went back to working. It was all I knew how to do.
No more questions.
Mr. Hutchins is acting on behalf of the defendant, and he will now ask you some questions.
Miss Dingle, you say you worked on the streets. Can you describe the lifestyle?
I had sex with men for money.
How many men do you think?
I don't know.
How many times did Mr. Bales arrest you for soliciting?
I can't remember exactly.
Was it more than 5, 10?
More than 10?
So, it must have been a relief when Mr. Bales offered you a flat as a safe refuge.
Yes, at first.
Did you go there of your own accord?
Yes.
Did Mr. Bales give you a key?
Yes, for a few weeks.
You said that Mr. Bales assaulted you on your first night there.
Yes.
So, you were being sexually assaulted. You had your own key and you chose not to leave.
Yeah, because I had nowhere else to go. And I didn't want to admit that I was being used.
So, would you say you were in a relationship back then?
Yes, at the start. I didn't know it was grooming.
But Mr. Bales helped you to stop soliciting. He homed you at his own personal cost. He risked a successful career on this most unlikely of relationships. I suggest that you cared about each other very much. Miss Dingle, when did you find out you were pregnant with Mr. Bale's baby?
I was about 4 months. I don't know exactly.
And did you inform the defendant?
No, because I knew what he'd do.
And what was that?
Batter me for sure. Try and hurt the baby.
But he was providing a roof over your head, food every day. Why would he wish to harm your unborn child?
Because it would get him into trouble, wouldn't it? Having a baby with an underage kid.
But you could have looked after it.
He wouldn't have let me, no way. And there was no chance trying to convince social services.
Why not?
Because I was 14.
I'm sure Mr. Bales could have accessed appropriate support.
No, that wasn't happening, sorry.
You seem very sure about that.
I am sure.
And yet you didn't give Mr. Bales a chance to express his opinion.
No.
There seems to be a lot of second-guessing going on here. Whereas in actual fact, you had no way of knowing whether you'd have been able to keep the baby or not.
It's not even about him. I had a child taken away from me before.
Ah, so this was your second baby?
Yes. The first was with my boyfriend at the time. I was 13, he was 14, and I had no family support.
So because you'd lost one child, you wanted to keep this one. And your failure to do so is why you are blaming Mr. Bales, when you have a history of abdicating responsibility for your children.
I didn't think he'd survived. That's the only reason I left, and I've since repaired my relationship with him. Oh, don't worry, he's not here. You've fixed that with your special connections, haven't you? I mean, banging up your own son to intimidate me.
Miss Dingle, please, refrain from addressing the defendant.
You know, and I know, that you're lying.
I appreciate these questions are emotive, Miss Dingle. I have just a few more. You allege Mr. Bales brought other men to the flat for sexual purposes.
Yes,
Were these the same men or different?
both.
Do you remember any names?
No, they didn't tell me.
Can you describe any of them?
They looked like coppers.
Really? And what did these coppers look like?
Same as him. Black shoes, black socks.
You're judging their profession by their hosiery.
Well, I know what I know.
So, not only did Mr. Bales hold you captive, he advertised your presence to multiple officers of the law, none of whom you can recall.
Yes, that is it. That is what he did.
Okay. Moving on to 2014. The defendant arrested you, didn't he? For conspiracy to defraud and perverting the course of justice.
Yes.
And were you found guilty of the second offence, perverting the course of justice?
Yes.
And did you serve a prison sentence?
He blackmailed me. He said he would frame my daughter's boyfriend.
But you confessed, didn't you?
Originally, because I thought I had no choice. And then I tried to take it back.
By presenting an alternative version in a court of law. Do you understand justice, Miss Dingle? Or are you manufacturing this whole allegation as revenge against the police officer that sent you to prison? The defendant alleges you were in a consenting relationship.
He would.
Did you confide in anyone back then that this wasn't the case?
Yes, the police. When I reported it, that they wouldn't believe me.
Apart from the complaint that we can find no record of, did you tell anyone close to you? Any of the girls you used to work alongside?
No.
You told no one close to you about this traumatic experience?
No, because surprisingly enough, I wanted to forget it. Used as his whore by a man I trusted, passed around his mates.
Who you're unable to identify?
Yes. And I'm really sorry I didn't write their names down in my address book, but I used to lie there with my eyes shut closed, dreaming of the sky and fields. When that's happening to you, your head's the only place you can go.
But surely what you are describing is the life you had chosen before the defendant gave you a ladder out.
So I sold myself for money so I can't be raped?
No. But you can be confused, ashamed, seeking to reimagine your past.
Why? Because that's more likely than a bent copper using his position to exploit a desperate little girl. Well, I'm not that girl anymore. And it's taken me 28 years to get the courage to stand here and say this. So if you can't see him for the man he is... well, you can stuff your justice.
No more questions, Your Honor.
That's the prosecution wrapped up.
Thought they'd never stop.
It's the DNA, it always takes ages. Explaining all the science bit to the jury.
Where's Charity?
I tried to fire on the way back from the gents, but they wouldn't let us in.
She'll be with her witness support worker.
Oh, she's here.
Mum.
Hey, your mum's gonna kill me.
Oh, I still wish I'd hit him.
Don't say that.
Here we go. Defence is up.
I do solemnly, sincerely and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
We've heard Miss Dingle's account of how the two of you met. Would you agree with that?
Yes. I'd just started in Vice, and I made it my job to get to know all the girls on my patch. Some officers weren't bothered, they called them Toms. But Charity had a real spark. And I just felt, more than with any of the others, that she shouldn't have been there. So I came up with this idea of renting her a flat.
And did you discuss this with your previous wife?
Well, she already said that I was too soft. Buying the odd bag of chips for the girls, she said it was a drop in the ocean, that I could make a difference. But with Charity, I thought, if I could rescue one.
When did you first have sexual relations?
Not on the first night. It was totally platonic for weeks.
Liar.
But I had to come and see her every day to make sure that she wasn't drifting back to the street. And she had no income now. So it was a constant battle. And then we both developed feelings. I resisted, of course. I spent days skirting around it. And I tried to visit her less often. But one night, and I just missed out on a big arrest at work. I was feeling sorry for myself, and I dropped my guard. It became physical.
You knew it was unlawful sexual intercourse with a minor, that if she'd reported you within a year, you could have been charged with rape.
I knew she was under 16, yes, and I knew that made it wrong. And the worst vice officer cliche, but I was green back then, and I took the risk. I call it a hero complex or what you will, but I tried to help her.
You understand the importance of making a statement?
Yes.
You have plenty of experience as a police officer with making statements.
Yes.
And you knew in your interview that your account would be investigated by the police.
Yes.
In your interview, did you say you had sex with Miss Dingle?
No.
How about renting her a flat?
No.
So your answers then were lies?
Correct.
So you lied to the police to conceal facts you knew to be true?
Yes, but...
You're a liar, by your own admission. How could we possibly believe that you're not lying now?
I'm not.
About bringing men to your flat and inviting them to abuse Miss Dingle?
I cared for Charity. I would never have done that.
Why does a married 25-year-old police officer have a relationship with a 14-year-old girl?
Yes. Charity was 14, but she left home. She had a baby. She was soliciting on the streets by choice. And I grew to care for her deeply. But she wouldn't engage with anyone, and that is the thing. I called social services every time we'd have her arrested. Did no good. You had to invest proper time if you wanted to get through to her.
So you're a copper with a conscience?
I wanted to help her.
by an adult having sex with a child. No more questions.
She slayed him.
He's a total slave. Who's the liar now?
I call Chloe Bales.
What's she gonna say? This was 20 years before she knew him.
How long have you been married to Mr. Bales?
3 years.
And you have, 2 small children and another on the way, I see. Do you work as well?
Only on a voluntary basis, at playgroup.
When did you first meet Miss Dingle?
I saw her at the launch of my husband's task force. Then she confronted me in hospital after my maternity appointment.
What did she say?
She was shouting about how he treated her. Then she told him they'd had a baby.
And was this the first you knew about it?
Yes. Mark had already explained who she was when we came home from the task force launch. That she was rewriting history to take revenge on him for sending her to prison.
He told you they'd had a sexual relationship?
Yes. I was shocked. But he was in an unhappy marriage at the time. And he knew it had been a terrible mistake.
After that, did you see her again?
Yes. I was putting the boys to bed when I saw her outside in her car, watching the house. It happened 7 times because I started writing a log for the police.
Ah, so you informed them then?
Oh, yes. And they gave her a warning, but it carried on. I'd look out the window and she was there.
Not true, she's lying.
Did you speak to her?
I was scared to. Scared of what she might do to the children. But Mark did. I phoned him at work to come home, and he went over and ordered her to go. She got really angry.
Could you hear the conversation?
I was watching in case I needed to call the police again. She said that she was going to destroy him. Take his job, his family, his house, his kids, and he could do nothing about it. Because she'd found something, a secret weapon that would turn his name into mud.
So what did you do?
I discussed it with Mark, and he said the only thing she would listen to was money. So I suggested taking the savings we've been putting aside for the boys to pay her to leave us alone.
So you knew about the money. It was your idea, in fact.
Yes. She was an ex-criminal who hated my husband. I had to protect my family.
How'd it go then?
As horrific as we expected, but she did great.
How come no was at court? He just texted me from Joe's.
Yeah, I know. Both him and Ryan were there. Oh, my boys really came through for me. Anyway, I said my piece, Bale said his, and Chloe appeared as star witness.
What, his wife?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bought his lies, obviously, poor cow. So it's up to the jury how they take it.
So you didn't get, like a sense then?
Well, past them thinking I'm some piece of trash who gave birth at 13, no, not really.
Well, I thought they weren't allowed to bring that up.
They didn't.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't have to sit here explaining everything for hours on end. Just scram the lot of you. I'm going to go upstairs, have a bath and watch some TV.
Mum, you do know that I would have been there, right?
Yeah, of course.
He's gonna break her.
How many men do you think? More than 5, 10? She left home. She had a baby. When you have a history of abdicating responsibility for your children. And did you serve a prison sentence? You confessed, didn't you? You would have said that you were in a relationship. Do you understand justice, Miss Dingle?
She was soliciting on the streets by choice.